Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is DejaVu, and I'm here with Blade of Ire, and we're going to be commentating the WCG 2009 Korea Championships. This is going to be a game between Bisu and Stork. It's a best-of-3 series, and this is one of the great rivalries in StarCraft today in two awesome PvP players. And they go back and forth throughout the years. They've been doing this for years and years, and it's been absolutely epic. And I'm actually not too sure who's winning right now, but I do know both of these players are two of the top PvPers in the world right now. And I'm really excited to see what happens here on this first map. It's Hearbreak Ridge. I'll turn it over to Blade of Ire now, so that way he can tell us what he's expecting from these two players.
Well, yeah, as you said, they really go back a long time, and I can still recall the time when I got a little bit into Korean pro gaming. Both of these were in the finals of the MSL, and that was a best of 5, and that was really epic in the 5th game. Both of them with Arbiters, with High Templar, really cool game, and since then I really love these two in PvP. Looking forward to this today, and I expect Bisu to maybe have a little bit of an edge here with his current performances. He has been playing a lot more PvP than Stork lately, and he has been doing better, but I don't know. I think he has maybe a little bit of an advantage, but not a lot, and a player like Stork that has been in so many finals and has this experience, I think he still has a very good chance in this one.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Bisu definitely has the coming into this. You kind of have to favor him just because of how he has performed over the last year, and even really the last 2 years. He's just been playing very well. And here we go. We're starting the game right now, and let's get you the start position real fast. Just see here. Bisu's going to be in red at the 3 o'clock position, and Stork's going to be at the 9 o'clock position. He is the teal Protoss. I think Bisu does have a little bit of favor here because he's been playing well for so long, for the last couple years, and he hasn't really slumped much at any time in there. Whereas Stork, you know, he's been around really forever. He's been around for so long, and he was the King of Silver for a while until he finally won. I believe he won an OSL, which was awesome to see. But he kind of sometimes goes through these slumps where he kind of loses to players he shouldn't lose to, and he's not really necessarily up to snuff for a couple months. So he kind of drops off the map every now and then. But he usually comes back with a vengeance, and he's kind of dropped off a little bit recently. But I'm definitely looking to see him make a little bit of a comeback, and he did make it to the finals here in WCG Korea, working through the best Korean pro gamers around. So maybe this can be the start of some bigger stuff from him.
Yeah, that felt kind of like still the curse of silver, because once he won gold, he never really went that far in any competition afterwards. I don't think he reached he didn't reach the final stage of any major competition, didn't go really very far through, so it's kind of a curse still laying upon him. He's always not, other players are like in a really strong slump, and you can really see it. He usually plays constantly well, but he doesn't have the peaks that he used to have back in the day, so I think he will definitely try to make this year to win WCG Korea. It's not as big as the big OSL, MSL tournaments, but still I think it has quite a lot of prestige to it, and they will definitely both be battling it out here for the title. And what's very cool about Stork, I just realized he's the only Korean pro gamer to make it 3 times in a row for Korea at the World Cyber Games, because he's the first. Even if he loses, he will still be there in Chengdu, China. So yeah, really well done from him at that thing.
That's pretty impressive. I didn't realize that either. Actually, Bisu throwing down a anti-manner pile on there, so that's kind of cool. And Stork was actually playing really careful. Bisu has been, you know, he has been known to cheese before on this map and just in general. And we saw Stork with his scouting probe. I think the observers were pointing it out too, how he kind of went down to the southern ramps a little bit just to make sure there wasn't any proxy gateways there. And then he went right through the middle of the map to make sure that Bisu didn't try anything there either. So Stork playing a little bit carefully with his probe, delaying his scout slightly, but it's not really significant in any way. Obviously, Zealot has been produced before the Cybernetics core for Stork, so he's gonna try and get rid of this probe with the Zealot. And actually, it looks like Bisu's doing the same thing. So both of them are gonna be chasing around with their zealots against these probes, and though neither of them are very likely to die, these two guys are too good to let that happen. They're both going to go down after Cybernetics Core and the first Dragoon pops out. Both of the probes will either run away or die. So that's what I'm expecting to see here, and I'm interested to see whether these guys both decide to go Reavers or do something else. Both of them have very good Reaver micro, and I think I'd actually really like to see both of them go Reavers and see whose Reaver micro, whose Reaver micro is better. But I think we'll see as soon as these probes go down as to what kind of tech these two guys decide to go for.
Yeah, especially at this high level of PvP play. Oh, that was quite nice there. That nice Manor Pylon. At this level of play, I don't expect them to try and do anything very cheesy, because there's quite a lot at stake here, and I think both will try to use the skill that they have with this kind of standard Dragoon Reaver play. And I think Hearbreak Ridge is a map that well favors that, especially with his ridges, since you can drop the Reaver very well in your opponent's base and wreak quite a lot of havoc. Or then again, we could see some kind of, I don't know, attack from the back. I think Hearbreak Ridge does have these hidden mineral patches at the back, right? So I don't know. Maybe later on one of them could try to do something sneaky. Though probably it's gonna remain quite standard, and it looks that way for now.
Yeah, and with these top PvPers, they definitely know how to position their pylons. They take advantage of the fact that the bases are very, very large, and it's hard to really get to most of it with ground units, so they just position their pylons around their very large base, and then up on that ridge. We saw Stork do that in the bottom left, putting down a pylon by those mineral patches. So if Bisu tries to mine that out, Stork will be able to send a Dragoon or something over there to stop it, and that'll also give him scouting information about when a Reaver is coming in. Sometimes we see players throw down pylons, not even inside of their base, but like sometimes Bisu, a player starting in Bisu spot might throw down a pylon in the bottom right-hand corner even. Just so that way they know if a shuttle is coming from that direction. And we see both players throwing down robotic support base. Neither of them is going to be going for observers first. Neither of them is going to be going for DTs, thankfully. So this is going to be standard Dragoon Reaver, and we will get to see who's got the better micro in this battle, who can position themselves better, because of all the ridges. If someone can get a position on top of one of the ridges in the middle of the map, and force the other to attack them, that could be a really decisive advantage there. And that's how a lot of these PvP games on Heartbreak Ridge are decided, as to who can actually get to a ridge and get a better positioning on it with their Reavers. And that's really how the game is going to be decided here. I think it's going to be all about battle positioning with the
Yeah, definitely. That's what this map is very well known for. That's why it's even called Heartbreak Ridge. And I just noticed Stork had that second gateway a little bit sooner than Bisu, so he may have a little bit more forces right now